Alright everyone, welcome back to Where Is My Egg, or Where's My Egg, whichever title you want to accept as canonical. I've gone with Where Is My Egg because it's the title in the actual title screen of the game. But it's different to the title on Steam. Anyway, I can't quite remember what we did last time. I guess we got here, then did this one. Let's have a look at it again. I vaguely remember it. I don't know if I exactly remember what the trick was. Oh yeah, there's the whole thing about like pushing, well, I was going to point, pushing like the arrow over the door. No, pushing a portal over the door, whatever it was. And I don't think that ended up being exactly as I expected, but it was close to. Let's do this one here, edge. Alright, where's my... Wait, hold on. Hold on. So you can... Oh, you can see a cursor, but I can only see that in OBS. That's not... I can't see that on the game itself. Over in OBS, which is showing me like while I'm recording, I can see a cursor flicking, like flickering. Maybe that's visible in... Oh, now I can't see it anymore. This is gone. Curious. Okay, whatever. I don't think there's an option. There's no options in this game at all, really, is there? No. Okay. No option to actually show a cursor, but I do have my whiteboard thing that I can use. Okay, edge. What's that called? Flow of people? Okay, edge. What are we doing? There's a switch against the edge. There's a... Well, apparently there's a light bulb against the edge. That's not what light bulbs look like. It's like a... What? It doesn't have two sticky out bits like that, like an antenna. It's... I mean, I guess antennas aren't like that either. Some are. But like it would be like a little kind of coiled bit of metal between two bits coming in, right? Anyway, okay, so there's a portal down there, there's a portal here, there's an arrow here, there's lots of things against the edge. So I suspect that might be why the puzzle is called edge. There is a thing in there, and right now, I don't think I have much choice except to put this on here. Like, what else could I do? Nothing. That has to go on there. So now everything is against an edge, except this laser. Okay. I assume this is coming away from the edge of something, but we have a nook down here, classic Sokoban nook, for pulling something away from that bottom edge. That maybe implies to me that you are not staying against the bottom, or something else, or you're not staying, like you're going there, and then we're like bringing you away like this. Possibly. Okay, so that does that. I mean, I don't need access to that room anymore, right? So why... Is that just to force me to put this against the edge? Maybe. So then what else could I do with this, though? I mean, I could have pushed it earlier if I want to. Undo. So before I push that down... Is there going to be some other purpose to this room, though, that I've not thought about? Maybe. Probably. Maybe. I mean, I guess I see that I might want to do something like this. Something like this. Push you through there. Then you're on that edge instead. And then is there something else I can do after that? I can block this. I can do this, but you're against that edge. You're not pointing at the blue thing. Basically, my goal is to point at the blue thing here. Ah, the room has a second purpose, which is to get you away from that edge, right? In fact, ooh, I was going to say, isn't that like basically everything? But no, it's not. But yes, we could do like this. We could do this. Do this. Oh, it is basically everything. Okay, we're done. Hey. It's just a blue, like speckled egg. Flow of people. It was indeed called that. Let's have a look at it. Why is it called Flow of People? Who are the people in this case? Blue, red, green. Okay, they all need to be closed or open. There's a thingy here to jump across. There's a laser, there's an arrow, and then there's double portal. Flow of people. Okay. All these need to be pressed. So what's the issue with pressing those? The fact that there's not like any way to push these down. Yes. Okay. And basically all my objects are over there, except this 2 and that 2. That 2's stuck. So I've only got one object in go on these. So I need 2 more. So if that's going to happen, I've got to push things from there into here or through a portal. Uh-huh. But the 2 1s are over there. I mean, I could have... Oh. Do this first. Do this. Do this. Like I can get the arrow down. Sure, now I've got 2. Hooray! But then what? And why do we have the flappy bit here? It might just be to help navigate around a bit better, but it might be something else. And what's that 2 for? Like, presumably I'm sending out a laser out of that 2 across the water for some purpose. Which implies maybe trying to get this 2 over... Wait, where was this 2? This 2 was over here. So maybe I'm like doing... this. And I'm taking the arrow back. Let's get you somewhere else just for now. Take the arrow back. It kind of implies to me that I'm doing something like this for some reason that I don't know what that reason is right now. Maybe I should have first moved you out of the way. Okay, just move you there. Move you out of the way. Do this. So, oh, because that other one's there, right? Like here I'm just following like what seems to be the kind of thing it's setting up for me, but I'm not actually doing it logically. I'm just going like, well, it clearly wants me to send a laser through that 2 leftwards, so but then I could be shining it into the 1 and then shining it leftwards from the 1 into the 2 and then out of the 2, but I still don't know why I'm doing that. It just appears to be a thing that I want to do at some point. So if I need 3 things down here, and now I have, well, I have basically 2. I can get 2 at least, I think. Well, that's the 2. Oops. I can definitely get 2. So that's what's the other one going to be? It's not going to be that 2 over there, over the water. So it's either going to be one of the 1s, but how? Or it's going to be with the laser itself. Like ultimately, the only way for me to get an object into this row or lower in this space is to push it out of the 1. I can't push stuff by jumping over. I just fly over everything. However, to push something out of a portal like the 1, I would have to push it through that one. But then there's only, I guess ultimately there's like 3 things that could do that. Could you somehow be activating that 1? But it's pointing upwards. Oh, okay. So could you somehow be activating that 1 into an arrow? Like the arrow is activating the 1. Yeah, this totally can happen. I see. And then I push downwards. So the portal goes through the thing that it's activating. I think that's going to work. So it's going to be 2 to the 1. I basically have it. I just need the arrow over here, which I can get. We're going to be fine. I can also just do it horizontally. Okay. So what's the idea? The idea is 1 at the bottom. This here. Just like this, like that. So when I push this down, assuming the turn updates in the way I'm hoping it will, I'm going to push the laser out through the 1. Yep. Okay. Then I think I can still, from this situation, power you and then get the 2 through. Hooray! That's a cool setup. I don't know why the jumpy stuff is there though at all. Why is the jumpy stuff there? The holes in the ground. Huh. It's a snowflake egg. Let's go this way. It looks like maybe this is the main path forwards. Let's go back over here again. Compare. Okay. Compare because they look like less than and greater than, maybe? So the portal's already active. I can go through and make it not active if I want to, but then I can't get back. Hooray! So this arrow isn't going to help me power up. So the only way to activate this portal and get back for now is to do this. However, this arrow totally could help me do this from a different angle if I want to. Okay, so how is the laser getting to that light bulb, which doesn't look at all like a light bulb? It's gotta go. I kind of feel like the laser has to go through. Are we putting the laser through again? Because if it doesn't, then at best, like there's no way I can redirect from the row. The 2 ways the laser could be coming out that one at the bottom. There's no way I can redirect from there to that bulb. So the laser's going through. So then the question is, how does that happen? Well, I mean, does this work the same way or not? It does work the same way. So you can just go through. So I need the things on the other side to somehow keep that active for me. Somehow. What about going through? But it can't turn that many times. Can I push it through horizontal? Oh, I can't really push it through horizontally, so no. Can I push it through that way? You're saying there's some way for me to keep the portal active when that happens? I can't get the laser to come through while I'm on the other side, so I've got to push it through and it's got to stay active. That can't happen. That cannot happen. We can of course do things like what happens in this situation when you point back at yourself? I guess that's just perpetual now? Okay. Oh no, it's bouncing back and forth from there. Okay, so I've stumbled into the thing here. I see it's bouncing back and forth. It's perpetual because it's bouncing between those two. For some reason I was thinking like that bottom one was perpetual by itself. But right, okay. Yes. But I mean, I can just do this. Oh, but then I'm stuck on this side. Do I need anything else? I actually needed the other one. Hold on, so what situation am I in? How did I get here? So I push that one through. Is this, if I push you through and then do this. But if you're on that side, then I can't make it perpetual. That's definitely going to be the trick because it's an interesting little trick, I think. I've got to get this through. That's definitely an interesting little trick. Okay, let's go back to that idea. So we push you through. Do this. Let's get you away, actually. Okay, so it's kind of perpetual. This is bouncing back and forwards. I can take this through, but I can't bring the other one through. Can I? Oh, yeah, I can. Can I? Yes, I can by putting this up here. So this is active anyway, even if I break this. Yay, cool. Then let's do this. Neat. Bit of stumbling. Sometimes works. All present. Say I. Okay, so we need 4 things on here. And there are 4 things. Okay, so we need them all to be present. Well, I mean, we can open the thing. Well, this one's an interesting one, isn't it? I guess portal shenanigans are required for that. Got you. There's you. Portal shenanigans. But how will those portal shenanigans work? How will those portal shenanigans work? Is there any way that I can... I mean, there is a way that I can do this. Although I can't power you. Like, if your block's on the left... Oh, I mean, there is a way to do that, actually. Laser against the wall, then... Oh. Put you here. That. Like that. Then you're stuck there instead. But are you stuck there? Is there some way to get you out? So I swapped portal for an arrow. But I've got the portal stuck in the corner. I think the portal is stuck in the corner, though. There's no way to get that back. So that isn't right. With the way that this little room down here is laid out, it's almost like I want to like pop up out the top and then go down and then push something to the right. There's no way to do that with you without pushing into that corner. And then I can't get you away from the corner without getting a portal into that corner. So, what does that mean? And I can't think of any other way to get behind you. Got no jumping here. Is there some other loopy business that's going on? Somehow? I mean, that's not a loop. It's not like I can I mean, I can shoot... No, I can't shoot anything into that arrow leftwards. I can't get the laser behind it, at least in the current situation. What can I do? Right arrow. Can't get above it. Can't get to the left of it. Can't go under it. Have to go through it. Looks like a face now. The laser's coming out of its mouth. Is there some way to get a portal away from the corner? Is this like the puzzle where we discover some way to do that? I can't imagine what it would be. There's no way to exert force on it from those sides. Yeah, it can't be. It cannot be. So, instead, we somehow get behind that arrow. Also not possible. Well, that's good. Do weird things happen if, like, things are stacked in a certain way? I don't know if I count that as a weird thing. The fact that this is against the edge is kind of interesting. Is there some way where, well, I can't push this to the right, so I can't go through it, I mean. I'm just stuck there. Is there some version of that that does something interesting? I don't think so. Nah. Okay, what is going on? Is there a reason for that room to exist, other than maybe as a way to pull something away from this wall if I need to? Over here, over here, over here. There's probably is another reason for this to exist. Like, I guess I could put a laser in it, and then like I can use the red thing as a way of turning the laser on and off. Is that somehow useful? Don't really see what it's doing for me. I guess there's like also interesting things to do with like the order that I step on the switch. Well, nothing interesting happens. So if there is nothing interesting with that. Because the portal's active, I'll just go through the portal. That's it. We're against the edge now. Whoa! It's an infinity portal. All present. How can I can't get behind you. There's no way to jump over you. I can't get a portal behind you. I can't. But the only thing I can do is do that, and then I can't get you away. Except I can with a portal. Then the portal gets stuck. Is there some sneaky trick where I don't actually need all four, maybe? Maybe my goal is wrong. Like somehow... like going in here... Or I push a portal past them? Because like I could hold blue open. And green. Get the portal past. So then I only need red and yellow to be open. Interesting. Kinda interesting. Let's explore that. Am I being tricked by the objective here? But if that were the case, can't I just do it with only this? Maybe not because of the laser, but I'll try stuff. So let's just imagine we do this, and then. But I do need to be able to move one of those up there. And currently, they are busy. I mean, one of them could go on there now, and then get the other one back somehow. Well, if I'd swapped... Okay, let's try more stuff. We're going to do this, we're going to do this. We're going to power you. Maybe don't power you yet. Let's do this. Oops. We're going to do this. That should be fine. Go across here, do this. No, do this. Okay, then you're down there. So then in theory I can still recover things that are against the bottom. We'd have to put you on here to get this back. So, for example, if you're at the bottom, and then you are... And then I put you on... those blocks suddenly changing, like, what they do is... throws me off a lot. I can in theory get you to there, but then I'm not getting you down, am I? Sort of very cheap by doing this. Nothing. Nothing at all. Why do we have this arrow? The laser's already going to the right. That's the strange thing here, isn't it? Can I... It's got to be for making an infinite loop of some sort. What if those are the other way around, actually? Like this. Can I then... I guess I can then push you through this, but why is that useful? It's not. Nothing good is happening. All present. But are they all going to be present? Are you lying to me? Can't get behind that arrow. It's okay for one of them to be at the bottom, at the edge, at the end. Because of the blue switch. But I always get something stuck in that corner. And if I get this arrow out of here, then there's going to be something stuck in that corner. It is the way that ends up happening. I don't know how I would avoid that. Don't think I can push a portal through another portal, but even if I could, like, it just keeps stuff on the bottom row. I have no other way of getting this out of here. I do have a way, like, why is there space above it? There's gotta be a reason for the space above it. I mean, maybe it's just to be symmetrical with the room at the top. But, like, I could pop out of a portal upwards if that helped somehow. I could... I don't know. I do not know. The only way that arrow is useful as an arrow. Do we have blocks that are just like blocks with nothing on them? Maybe not. Maybe the arrow isn't useful as an arrow. Maybe it's just a stand-in for a block that does nothing. Be a bit unusual. But... is there more reason for this room up here? Than I'm expecting. Hold the door open if I want to, but I don't get why that's useful. If I do this, the laser just pops out there. If I do this, nothing good happens. There's got to be something I can do with the laser and the things. Laser and the portals and the arrow thing, probably. Just trying to hope that ideas come to me. I can go through you and it would just push the thing along. I could... do this thing again. Oops, not what I meant to do. Okay, like that. Not like that. Oh, that's different. Oh, right, it doesn't have to be in the corner when I do that. Okay, that's, I think, all I'm missing. Okay. Okay, because that makes it a lot easier to then bring this out. If I say a lot easier. Yeah, I just gotta use different blocks, right? Although, it's gonna be interesting because there's gonna be a block against this edge. Oh, no, there's not. There's not, because we're gonna put these two in here. Yep, okay. Although... that's not good. Oh, hold on. So maybe I just like put you... no, maybe I just put you here. That doesn't make sense. Basically, to get the other portal out of that bottom room, I need to go in there like this. That explains that space finally. And then push to the right. But I can't push to the right unless you're blocked on the right. My hope was to use, or maybe I just use the blue door. What are the implications of that? Don't think I fully thought it through, but whatever. Blue door. You open the blue door. Now all these things are kind of stuck at the top, which I don't love. Then maybe I can make it work. Maybe we could do the thing that I was trying to do before. Like portal in there. Well, I'm one step away. If you could come down, that'd be nice. Not that far down. Okay, we're close to something. Am I just overcomplicating this last bit? Probably. So I stuck those against the top. What's my problem? My problem is that I need to get into... Like using this red door would definitely make it nicer, but that means getting the portal here and the laser here. I think. Unless I can use the door closing to do something interesting there. No, it would definitely mean that. But the trouble is that I cannot do that without sticking you against there. Then I can do this. Wait, that's not what I meant to do. So no, I can't do that actually at all. I can push you into there. I can close the red door, but that's not what I want. I want to be able to push you to the right. That means blocking that so I don't pop out of it. But maybe the laser doesn't need to be in there? It does though, doesn't it? Because how else is the thing getting powered? Like, sure, I can close the red door next to that thing, but then neither portal is powered. I can't use that arrow to make that happen. I think the arrow is just not being used as an arrow, maybe. Am I being silly here? Maybe I'm being silly. I do this kind of thing as well. Oh, not what I meant. But then how do I get you back? I guess by doing things like this, but definitely not because it's just going to be worse. But hey, you're all here. And those two are there. And this is basically the situation I had before. Is there going to be some sneaky way to get past, like, out of that portal and then past the yellow? So the yellow is held by the thing at the top. The red's currently held by me. I can get there, but not past the yellow. Wow. Wow. Okay. I think my brain isn't currently working. I've got fatigue. But can I get through this bit? Maybe I can if I just persevere. So, do I think it's feasible to get this? Is it just possible to get this away from the wall somehow? I did the opposite. I got something else against that wall. I did that. Why did it have to be against that wall in the first place? I don't remember. so that I could bring that other portal out. Yep. Yep. Okay. We can push. I was gonna say we can push the laser through its own portal, but we can't because of the way it's pointing. Well, I mean, we can, but just to there, which isn't useful. Come away from that wall, please. When did I put you there? Just before this? Yep, just before that. Again, what I seem to want is to have you like in here. Because then I could see how I can use that portal to get like up and around the back of the laser and then push it out. Or would it push it out? I guess I'd have this. No, the plan is not to get this one away, is it? There's that fatigue. What clever trick am I missing? I don't really know. That feels worse. That feels worse. That doesn't do anything. Red doesn't need to be held right now. And get you into that corner that feels worse, right? Although maybe not after the blue's already been used. Maybe that's the whole thing. Can I just like do what I was doing before? How do I get the green pressed? I've done it before. Wait, when did I push you to the right? Ages ago. I guess I didn't need to though. Okay, so hold on. The arrow here is like not serving a purpose. We can just push you there. And do that. Then go through. Push you along this way. You're gonna be blue for now. Then I'm gonna push you upwards into here. At which point we don't need blue anymore. I guess. So we can push you, if we have green open, push you rightwards. We can then do what? What was the plan? I don't know what the plan was. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense because it's not like I can use this portal while that's trapped in there. Except to push it down. But this is going to get in the way. If green and yellow are both pressed, and red. Yeah, I'm quite tired. I'm not sure I'm seeing this. Gotta get past yellow and red. Can't get this away from the bottom so I can tell. So this is the blue pusher. Can I get you away from that edge? Ooh, can I get you away from that edge if I put you here? I'm gonna have to put this at the top, which I don't love, but then I can go through the other side, but then I can't push it, so it doesn't help. Anyway, it's kind of hard to see that. I'm not sure. I don't know. It's like it's an interesting mechanic, but like the changing of the state of the portals is a slightly awkward thing to visualize and like project forwards. Blue does not need to be pressed. Well, sort of. Green can be pressed. We can do this. If red is pressed and yellow is... Wait, why am I not done? Because it's like... Because this isn't powered. Uh-huh. powered now, but then red isn't closed, and yellow won't be closed. Is there some like move where I can like, I don't know. I'm not seeing it. It had to be a portal that's stuck at the bottom at this point though. That portal's never coming away from the bottom. It has to stay there. So what am I doing? Doing random things, apparently. So you end up against the top wall because that lets you power the portal. I guess another way to power the portal is by doing this. But still we need yellow to be pressed. Like if I could go through now and land on red, that'd be nice. Before it closes. But I can't. I can do that. And then I can't really do anything else. Obviously that arrow block would just be in the way as well. Whew. It's a bit of a complex space that my tired brain is unable to wrap its head around. My brain has its own head, apparently. That's certainly a visual that's interesting. Is it the problem that you're against the bottom? I don't know. Is the problem that you're stuck in the corner? I don't know. Is it somehow possible to, without putting you in the corner, get everything where it needs to be? I don't know. Because the problem was I had to put something at the top. I had to put something somewhere. I had to put something against this right edge in order to be able to get the other portal out the bottom. I guess that isn't necessarily. I mean, it is true. It is true. Something has to be against that right edge. Well, or against the freaking red door, which I've already considered, but I've been unable to make happen because I can't push this left. Then close the red door. And then open it again, but same problem. You're not over there. I guess I can go through here. Is there something I can do with that? I go through this one. Oh, hold on. No. No. Is there some way for me to like gradually move the laser in there or something? Block the laser, but I want to block. There's nothing that I can do. Push an arrow through this portal. Sort of. Not really though. Because something has to be holding this down. Something has to be holding that down. La 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 la. When I start singing, you know I've lost my ability to solve puzzles. Because singing is the opposite of puzzle solving, as you know. Oh, I'm just quite tired. That's probably the big problem right now. I'm really quite tired. But we're going to push through. We're going to solve it. We're going to solve it. What do I do to get out of this situation? I can't push you rightwards. It does kind of feel like I'm supposed to end up in there and use that red door to block this in. But is there some other way I can do that? Like maybe I can push the... No, I was going to say like maybe I can push the portal in first, then push the laser in through it. But the laser won't be active. Is the problem there. Like put the... Sorry, the portal won't be active. Is that what I said? I don't know what I said. I said something. Like, sure, I can open the red door, I can put the portal there, which is kind of where I want it to be, but then what do I do with the rest of the stuff? La, 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 la. I can't activate those portals anymore, so this isn't useful. I can go in here, but I can't push it out. They're putting something else against this wall. Yeah, the trouble here is I also can't tell whether I'm just missing something super obvious. Like, is there then some way of just like making this come away from this wall? I don't think so, but I don't know. Definitely not. I guess it would be round. Yeah. But then I'm just getting the portal against the wall, which I think has the same basic problem. I'm not using the arrow as an arrow though. Is that my problem? What happens if you do this? Nothing. It's not allowed. Is there some other way to get this portal away from this wall? There is a way potentially to push it rightwards if that's open, and it's a portal which requires this to be on the bottom. It's too many things. There's too many things I don't think I can do. I mean, and a million other things I can't do. I guess the ideal thing would be if I could rule out the idea that I'm just pushing this in here. Now the trouble is I can't do the next bit without putting either you at the bottom. Hold on. Wait, what? Why can't I do the next bit? Portal doesn't need to be active. In fact, the portal wants to specifically not be active. However, it's going to need to be active for the next bit, and I need both of those pressed. Maybe I should leave it. I'm so tired. All present. It's turned out to be a problem. Wait. That is called string. It's at the bottom of the string of the balloon. That's interesting. Does it remember where I was? No, it doesn't. I really want to solve this. I really want to solve it. Right now, I'm not having any smart ideas. I'm not sure if I ever will. I guess, like, what if I don't ever take you out? What if you're like, but it's not like I can push you around in there. No. Put you there. Is there something to do with like the alignment of these doors and, sorry, these switches in this door or something? Like I can like move something at the same time as something else happening. What's the thing here? Oh, to do this against the wall. Like this. Okay. Now I actually don't go upwards. So that actually might be just a problem, right? Because like, gotta go through this that way, but then also be able to push it that way. So that's never gonna work. That's why it is the way it is, where I'm doing this and then I'm going through it upwards. And then to push it rightwards, it has to be blocked on the right. So therefore something's gotta be against this wall. It could just be you against the wall, or it can be the arrow. Or something against that lock. Those are my options. This lets me push it. Just thinking about the update order here. But the laser gets cut off, I guess. This isn't good at all. Okay, so there's a one against the wall. I need to get you away from the wall. But I can't. It's not possible. Unless I do it in here instead. But I can't do it in here instead because I can't get a portal here. And have it be powered without the laser being here, but I can't get the thing there in that situation because I'd have to push the portal leftwards and so it would already be powered. It would already be powered. Oh, what's this arrow for? Or is it just a block? Well, I picked a stumper. I can't get you away from the wall. I can lift you up to the top. I can, in theory, get behind you. Somehow. I swear I've done it before, haven't I? Have I not? Maybe I haven't done it before. Wish you log. Blue is no longer necessary. Maybe I leave it. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it another day. That's the best thing to do. With a more awake mind. And a refreshed mind. So I'll come at it with a different angle, I guess. Alright, I guess I need to have a nap. Okay, see you next time, folks. Goodbye.